Hello, YouTube. Welcome into another part 0, part of our One More Marathon. I am the Game Mechanic, and today we are talking about Gitarja, the leader of Indonesia. She is a DLC leader, which is somewhat rare at this stage of the game, although several leaders are from expansion packs and things like that. She's specifically a DLC leader. Came alongside Khmer, the original Khmer, who was very, very bad. But she's amazing, and we like to play her as a naval civ, generally speaking. Remember that the purpose of these Part 0 videos is to introduce you to the leader, maybe give you some ideas for what you might want to do in the game, and talk about what we might want to do in our game as well. So let's start with a leader breakdown and then talk about strategy a little bit. Exalted Goddess of the Three Worlds. Naval units can be purchased with faith. That's already very powerful and very unique to her. In addition to that, religious units pay no movement to embark or disembark. That can really help you on a very fast religious victory. So she's well suited to many victory types. We'll go over that. And then 2 faith to city centers that are adjacent to coast or lake. One of the unwritten parts about this particular leader ability is that you start with 2 faith per turn in almost every situation. That helps us get a Pantheon very, very quickly, right? You need, on standard speed, you need 25 faith for a Pantheon. So you're looking at like a turn 13 Pantheon. That can help get you a settler. It could help get you something like Earth Goddess, which pairs really, really well with naval maps and tourism stuff and anything that you want faith for, really. And so this winds up being a solid ability, like that early, you don't have to run God King, which is such a nice boon early. You can just run that production. This is a solid ability, and faith buying boats can be really, really advantageous. If you can get any kind of faith economy going with her, she can be very, very powerful. Then we have the great Nusantara. There we go. Coast and lake tiles provide a minor adjacency bonus for holy sites, campus, industrial zones, theater squares, 1 amenity from entertainment complex to each for each adjacent coast or lake tile. So this is your econ ability. It's a little bit weird playing naval maps because your district choices change a lot. Obviously you want harbors, but then like in terms of workable tiles versus where you can district becomes a bit of a balancing match. This doesn't excuse that ability. This actually adds to it, but it makes it more fun because minor adjacency bonus means you do need 2 of a thing in order to get 1 of a thing, right? So a minor adjacency bonus that exists in the game for everybody is like rainforest for campus, right? 2 rainforest tiles gives us 1 science from our campuses. So in this spot, 2 lake tiles give you 1 of a thing on your econ district. So you're never going to have like the best ability or the best districts in the game. There are certainly better civs that are better suited to have massive district adjacencies. Japan, for example, Wilhelmina, for example. Like there are just so many that do it at this point. But it does mean that you can have solid economy and you can turn that solid economy into any win condition you want. She's very, very flexible in terms of like, what do you want to prioritize? Is it science? Is it culture? Is it faith? How do you want to play her? And there's really no wrong way to play yourself some Gitarja. Then in addition, we have the Jong. The Jong is a really, really fun frigate replacement. Your units that are within it in the formation, grab the speed of the Jong and can move very, very quickly. So that helps with your admirals. That helps with, hey, I want to settle a late city, or I need to bring somebody along. I can bring a hero along. I can bring this along. I can bring that along. You can bring anything you want in your Jongs. So Jongs are very, very fun to play with. You get 5 extra combat strength when in a formation. Remember that you can faith buy them. So if you just go pure faith economy, find the Jong in your culture tree, you can totally win a domination victory in this. Check my YouTube for previous Let's Plays. That tends to be my preferred play style with her, and winds up being very, very fun. Then we have the Kampung. This is a unique tile improvement for us. It gives you production and housing. I'm already on board. Food for each adjacent fishing boat, additional production, housing, and tourism as you advance through the tech tree. Must be placed on a coast or lake tile adjacent to sea resources. So you really do want to set up your map with abundant resources so that you can have as many spots for these as possible. In the game we get going, there are lots of spots for them. It's really, really strong. Also, if you pair this with Ancestral Hall, being able to plunk down a kampung allows you to build a monument right away versus like a granary in your coastal cities, because you're just going to find plenty of housing and workable tiles and stuff. So this is very, very good, very, very flexible. Later on in the game, we get tourism equal to the food output. So you do want to maximize your food output. Remember that anything gives your coastal tiles food also works for the tourism. So your lighthouses and things like that also apply to the amount of tourism that you can get out of those. It's a very, very strong tile improvement. I've never done the pure tourism Kampung victory strategy, which is I think what we're going to go for in our particular playthrough. I've done the Zhang thing. I think we've done fast religious victory and stuff. You can use her as a space race victory. You can do anything you want, but I think we're going to go for tile-based tourism, one of my very favorite things to do in the game, and we'll probably wind up trying to go for a culture victory. So yeah, that's Gitarja. Have fun playing her. She's incredibly flexible, really unique. One of the most fun naval civs to play, in my opinion, just because of the flexibility, because of the early game presence, and the unique abilities that she does get. So enjoy. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to stop by twitch.tv/thegamemechanic and come join us live in person on the internet. We'll see you then.